Welcome back to the Book Bestie podcast. And today we have a special guest with us to kick off season three. Um,
Yes.
if you have not read her book, what are you doing? Because it is a time, okay? And we're excited to speak with her and just, get into a little bit of her business, her
Yeah.
mind frame,
Mhm.
and have a good time. So thank you guys for joining us and our special guest today. You want to introduce yourself? You want to tell the people a little bit about you?
Everybody. I'm Carolyn. I'm from Philadelphia. I'm 35. Um, I work I don't know. I haven't this is like my second interview like this. So I don't really know how to do it. But I'm from Philadelphia. I'm 35. I work full time and I was a Graham girl for a long time. Like I had a bookstagram and I read all the books everybody read, I read too. And I just had a desire to always write. I just always had a desire to write, but I just didn't know how to do it. I didn't know you just get in your mind about stuff. Like, do I have to
Yeah.
pay a publisher? Like, do I have to do all these things?
Mhm.
And then last year I just I just went for it. So here we go.
I'm so
Here
glad
we
you
are.
went for it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Girl,
absolutely.
you did
Yes.
your damn thing,
You
okay?
did. You did. I was so
The
happy.
girls are
Okay.
fiending, okay? We are waiting for that next book.
Yes, we are.
Seriously.
I'm trying to I need to know what Jackie got going
Hmm
on. I'm so
So you
ready.
need you
I
need to
know,
give
baby.
yourself
I'm
a
gonna
pat
be
on the back.
stalking. Soon as you
Yes.
drop it, you'll see me. I'm gone. I'm gonna holler at y'all. I know I've been consistent, but baby, I got to go. I'm gonna come back and let
Mhm.
y'all know some things. But baby,
Yeah, yeah,
mm-mm.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yes. It was a good time. We really enjoyed your book. So, for those who do not know, we're talking about All Mine. This is book 1.
Mm-hmm.
What is this series called?
All or nothing.
All or Nothing.
All or
Okay.
nothing.
This is
Okay.
the All or Nothing series, book
Okay.
1, All Mine. We just had us a cute little winter novella book, All Ours, that I really enjoyed
Update.
as well, where we got to catch up with the characters from All Mine. And then later
Mm-hmm.
this winter of 2026, we're gonna get. Can't wait! I can't wait, y'all.
I just can't. That's oh my God. I have to learn. I gotta learn to practice patience. You know what I'm saying? That should have been my word of the year
Stop.
because gosh, y'all, I'm telling y'all. Oh,
Y'all
I can
making
do
me
it though.
blush. Stop.
No, for real. Like, this is so serious, okay? Like, you gave us All Ours. You gave us All Mine. Well, you gave us All Mine first. You gave us All Ours, and we're just really waiting on book 3 to drop. And I know you
Yeah,
said it's coming later this winter, and so we're gonna hold tight. We're gonna
we
sit
are. I'm
tight. We're
gonna be
not gonna rush the
patient. We're not
process.
gonna harass you.
I
Mm-mm.
All
know I
in.
know. I know
We're
I'm the
we're all
queen of
in.
release dates. But I'm not even saying nothing no more. I'm not. It's coming this winter.
Yes.
Not and I need to clarify because when I said this winter last week, everybody thought December. No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
So this winter we're currently in.
Baby, cause I thought you meant December as well. So that means we're getting it sooner than we thought. Okay. Okay. I thought you meant December of 2026. I did too. So to
I
know that we're
did.
getting
I
it
was all
sooner.
sad for nothing.
The
I
girls were
was.
like, the girls were upset. Like they were in my DM, and I was like,
Mhm.
no, no, no. This winter is coming. Yes,
Okay.
I'm so
yes.
Because
excited. Oh my
we
God.
are still in winter. So I don't know why
Yeah,
we're
that's
getting
why I
too
said
We
we
are.
excited.
are. We kind of are in
Yeah.
winter 2026.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
we
right.
here.
Yeah.
So I'm funny with the seasons.
Because that's what everybody was thinking. And I'm
I
like, okay,
was.
Yeah,
all right.
I don't know if a lot of people saw that, but I had got a lot of DMs last week, and I'm like, no. They was like December. I'm like this. Oh no, y'all. Now come on.
Yeah. I'm so glad that we were
Okay.
wrong. I'm so
Yeah.
glad. I'm so
Yeah.
glad.
Yeah.
I'm so
Yes.
glad because, baby, I need to know. I feel like Jackie is my best friend, and I need
My
to know what's
Hmm
gosh,
happening with
it's
my
so
We love
bestie.
some
funny.
Jackie.
It is so crazy how much love Jackie Brown gets. Like I'm like flabbergasted by it. Like
hmm
Jackie was so supportive. She's that best friend that's going to hold your feet to the fire and then rub your back and be like, "You're gonna be okay, okay." I just love an honest best friend that's not gonna
Yeah.
sugarcoat shit, but she's also gonna hype you up when you are down or you not in your bad bitch era. She be like, "Now stop playing with me, girl. This is what we upset about." No, ma'am.
Mm.
I don't know. She's so real. Jackie feels real.
Mhm.
Everybody should have a Jackie in their life. I would hope they
Yeah.
would. I love Jackie, and I was just so interested in her story to
Mhm.
see what she had been going through. So, yeah.
Grateful I expanded her character. She was really a side character, like a minimum mention initially. And I went back because I don't know if you
Mm.
guys remember that I released this book twice.
No.
No.
So when the first time I released, because I have no background in writing and publishing. I mean, I went to
You can't
liberal
tell.
college and stuff, and I just know what you're supposed to know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know I got out of the 5th grade. You know,
I
like,
understand. Hey, I get it. I
I
get
got
it.
out of final class. Like, so I know, what you're supposed to know, and then just like a little bit of college and stuff like that. So I went into this just not knowing the rules of how things are done, right? And I didn't think I needed a publisher. I mean, not a publisher. I didn't think I needed an editor. I didn't
Mhm.
think I needed anything, a formatter, nobody. I said, just go put this out because like I said, I've been in the bookstagram, urban fiction world. I done read some shit on I done read a book with no punctuation before, and I liked
Yeah.
it.
D-
Like,
Mhm.
You sound
like,
like me.
I didn't have anything to compare it to really, and I also didn't think anybody would read it. Like, I just didn't think so. I joined the urban fiction book group on Facebook, and I saw people sharing writing samples. So I said, nobody knows me in here. So if it's bad, you know, so
Right.
be it. I shared it and I like logged off and came back a few days later and I had like 1,000 likes. I had
Yes.
like hundreds of comments. And I was like, oh wow, this
You
might be a
couldn't believe
thing.
it.
And then
Mhm.
I kept sharing and I kept sharing. It wasn't even a whole book yet. And then people were like, when
Mm.
is the book coming out? And I'm like, the book. Like
Right.
Oh my
What book?
God, I love it so
so
much.
it came together like that. Like I had a skeleton, but I didn't have a real book. So I said, let's put something together. So I went on YouTube and they lied, and I did some things and I put it together. And child, that first release was a mess. It was a mess. And it was just I got everything wrong. I didn't get a formatter, I didn't get an editor.
Mm.
Child, I had quotation marks at the end in the beginning. Like, I had periods at the beginning of the paragraphs. It was a hot mess. And I only let it be live for about 4 hours. But in those
Mm.
4 hours, I think I got like a couple 100,000 pages read. And I didn't even know what that all meant, you know?
Mhm.
And that's
Yeah.
Mm.
when it started to circulate a little bit of reviews. And then even from like, and it was so, this community is like, it's so, the Black book community is so, I can't really
Mhm.
explain it.
Yeah, you don't
Come on.
have to
I
because we
don't
already
know how to
know.
explain it because it's like it's either grandmom's hug, it gives you like
Right.
snuggles,
Yes.
or it's belt to ass. So
Yep.
Mhm.
it was a little bit of both. Like, and so many people, and I was so happy for the people, the strangers that didn't know me that like kind of DM'd me on the side, like, you got a good story. You just need to like polish it. So
Mhm.
I went back to the drawing board and when I went back to the drawing board, I fixed it for what I knew and I re-released it in August and that's the version you guys have read. And even that version
Okay.
had a lot of, had a couple editorial hiccups, but it wasn't as
It's
worse
just
as the first version. But in the
okay.
first version where Jackie had like a minimum role. It
Okay.
wasn't
She
as it wasn't
in
as
there.
big as it was the
Okay.
second time around. And I had got so much feedback on her, especially that second chapter when she went
Oh
to get 6.
yes, and she took
And
she stole his shit.
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am, baby. That was my
especially that
favorite part.
but when the when I wrote that scene of her taking his jewelry, I remember saying, like, me and my best friend talking about it. We was like, I was like, I wonder how the girls is gonna take it. Like, you know, I call the readers the girls. I'm like, I
Yeah.
wonder how the girls are gonna like, cause it's some of them gonna like look at it weird, cause she stole it, like, cause she did steal, but like I'm stealing for you,
She stole for
because
her friend.
if you ever been in a situation similar to that,
Grabbing.
you're focused on just leaving. Like Six was
Mm-hmm.
not,
Mm-hmm.
she was focused on escaping and not surviving. You know?
Yes.
So like
Yeah.
Jackie kind of been through this. Like, you know, so
Yeah.
she knew that, girl, he is about to starve you.
Yes.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So she had the foresight. And my best friend was like, no, because she's still stealing. Like, and she was like, well, at least you gotta have Six act the way about it. And I'm like, maybe. You know, so it
Yeah.
worked out. But
I
that
think
that scene almost didn't make it.
in real life, somebody may say that, but in book
In
wise,
bookware,
like
it
that,
works
we like,
well.
yeah,
It
we
works
needed
well.
that. You know what I'm saying?
You
It's like,
like,
oh, okay, okay,
I probably
Jackie, we
would have,
see you.
babe, I would have
Yeah,
hugged Jackie and knocked her ass over. Oh, bitch, you saved my life. Yes. Girl, now I got a little
yeah,
change to hold me over. You know,
right.
because you're right. It's I'm in surviving mode. I'm thinking about getting out. I'm thinking about escaping. I'm not thinking about what's to come in the future. You know, I'm in that moment
Mm-hmm.
thinking I need to get the bare minimum and get up out of here before he get back. You
Yeah.
know, so yeah.
Well, you kind of
Oh,
answered our question. Our first
you
question
did.
was how did you get into writing? You pretty much
Mm-hmm.
answered that already. This book, like I said, you know, you did your thing. I think each character, well, we know what we want to know. Why the hell is Montana so damn grumpy and
He
mean? He
come on,
even
friend.
in
Come on.
all
Come on.
ours, he was not letting up off of her, and I was just like, the book one, I understand his, you know, perspective and why he was upset, but in all ours, I'm like, damn, bro, you've been gone. She been holding the house down. She's going obviously through
Postpartum.
postpartum. You
Mhm.
know, like, I felt like he was being empathetic towards her, but in his own way, not in a soft way.
Yeah.
And it was just like he was just on her ass, you know, and it was like, back up, like, chill out, relax.
I agree. And I saw some of those comments too. I think that it's because in the first book, he's not necessarily like the softest person, you know, in
Right.
real
Mhm.
life.
Mhm.
And considering his upbringing, he's not like that. Like, you know, but his softness comes out in other ways, I think. And I think how I had to make him like that and all mine, I said, oh, they're gonna hate him in all hours. Like, you know, he's gonna come off insensitive, but that's how a lot of people's partners come off. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of guys don't really know the like, you know, they don't
The
really
ins and outs
understand
of it.
just how much these women are going through
Right.
Mhm.
after having that baby. And they think that, especially, I just was like, oh, they're gonna eat my ass up for that scene when he wants her to take those clothes off, right?
Oh, yes.
So, and it's like I had to do it that way because that's how it happens. Like, you know, where it's
Yeah.
just like it's like you I think I was talking to my best friend and we were talking about how relationships change and stuff, and like how sometimes, like, when you like say you have a computer and stuff, like how I don't know if you have an iPhone or not, but the iPhones update every few months, right?
Right.
And sometimes, you know how you try to keep using your phone on your old update because you don't want to like update the phone.
Mhm.
And after a while, you can't use certain apps because you got to update it. It don't
Yeah.
work the same. So I feel like a lot of times we change and we don't update the people we dealing with on the change, you know? So I feel
Mhm.
like Montana and Six did not update each other. Like Six didn't update him on what was going on. So when he
She didn't.
came home, he had to kind of use his context clues as to this is different,
Mhm.
this is different. And then she was kind of going out of her way into like not really wanting to call it a problem. Like not really wanting to,
Yeah,
and that
kind of
happens with
hiding it.
women.
Absolutely hiding it, honey,
Yeah, like
in certain
hiding it,
ways, definitely.
like afraid away. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make it a thing, you know? So
Mhm.
it was him kind of just like, and then it comes out differently because they have different, and then just like, I'm from Philly, the men show up a little different around here. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
I just had to keep this because he couldn't be just this shiny, like soft person. He was not like that in book one,
And no,
you know?
no,
No.
he was not,
Mhm.
So he still,
honey.
and I feel like, but I feel like he got a little character development because his instinct is to kind of like fuck through things, to try to just answer it with all teeth. But I think like towards the end, he was able to understand that that doesn't work with her. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's not
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
So we need to actually deal with this head on. She needs
Right.
to be reassured. Like, you
Yes.
know, she
Supported.
needs
Yeah, he
support.
definitely
And
got it at the end. He
yeah,
definitely
so
got it at the
Mhm.
end.
character development, I was trying to develop his character a little bit from all mine to all ours.
Yeah. I
So,
think too in the beginning when he got home, everything looked perfect. The house was all in order. So he
Mhm.
probably thought, oh, she cool. She got her shit together. Everything's the same. You know what I'm saying? The house is in good condition. The kids are taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing has changed since I've been gone. So, and then like you said, with her hiding it and not really expressing to him what she was going through, I think he felt slighted because it's like, damn, you're doing this and you're doing that. But I don't, he kept saying throughout the book, you're not telling me anything. You haven't told me
Right.
shit. And that was pissing him off. So I did understand that part. Like, if you do have a problem, why are you not expressing to me? And the fact that I've been on tour, you've had 6 months to tell me that you feel depressed or you're going through postpartum, or even if I'm away, you still could tell me that over the phone. So that way, when I come back, I know what I'm walking into. I know what to expect. I know how to help you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And he was reacting too based upon, especially when he found when she went to her consultation, when he got in the car and it fell out on him. Like I was like, he finna flip his fucking lid because that's
Mhm.
one thing that he don't like is when she move and make decisions without him. That was
Mhm.
that was one of his triggers, I would say. Hell, in book one. He was like, oh hell no, but you didn't even give me an opportunity to try to fix the shit or figure it out together as a group. You took it upon yourself and made an executive decision. There's no executives in a relationship, you know? If we're supposed to be equal, supposed to be partners, then you need to communicate. But I feel like he needs to communicate better as well, too. You know what I'm saying? His communication skills are piss poor too. But I'd like it though. I don't know. I liked it.
Because
It
it makes a good
worked.
story. Yeah, it
Yeah.
makes a good story.
because I feel like Six be cutting up too. Like,
She
as
do.
far as some of her stuff, because like even like her communication skills, it goes back to all mine. I don't know if you guys
Hmm.
remember in that story when she tried to sell that jewelry again. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, he had the money.
so
I
it's just like her used to doing things like, and I feel like with Black women, we be like that sometimes. Like, we try to
Mhm.
handle things
things
ourselves and
ourselves.
try to make things a thing, like, make it a real thing. Like, I'm gonna just find a workaround. So, so
Yeah.
I agree.
child, they be eating money mean ass up. They be eating money mean ass up.
He is me, but I like
He
it.
is,
It
man.
works.
It
You
does
know,
work.
it works. It's him. That's we've grown to know from him, but it
Yeah.
works.
I mean, I think we know what we get with him, just like we know what we get with Jackie. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
are who they are. And
Yeah.
they're gonna be who they're gonna be, and they're not gonna change drastically anyway. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They this is what
But
you
Jackie
get.
need a man that's gonna tell her to sit down somewhere though. You know what I'm
She
saying?
do.
You
And
gotta be you gonna
I think that's gonna happen.
yeah, I absolutely know that's gonna happen. I know that's
Yeah.
gonna happen. We're gonna have to work our way to it.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm here for the ups and the downs. Okay. I
Yeah.
love those my heart going rate going up like Jackie, please have several seats, baby. Just Jackie will have a seat and then you turn around and look around, she gone again. That's the type of things
Mhm.
that she do. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah. I think we definitely will see that in the next book, that she will be told to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. Like, I can't
I
wait.
know I think I enjoyed the novella too because it's we always think that because the book stopped at a certain point, and even if we were to pick up, and we will with Jackie's story, that and if it wouldn't have been a novella, then you get over here and you thought that it was a happily ever after type situation. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That there's no more conflict, that they've gotten over the major hurdles, but life is like a roller coaster. Things are going to come back up again. And I think that was needed. I enjoyed
Mhm.
reading that part of it instead of in my head, oh, they had a baby, they got married, they lived
Yeah.
happily
Happily ever
ever after.
after.
When
Mhm.
no, baby, she had that baby and it was some postpartum.
Mhm.
They had to
And
work
then
themselves through that. Not Neil showing back
I
up.
was
They're
just gonna
right there.
say,
When they,
yeah.
when they said she was getting released, baby, I said, now when is she? No, Neil, we got enough problems.
Nia said, I'm gonna come in and start this pot up,
She said, I'm
baby.
finna set it off. I finna set it off. I'm finna show y'all still got some more things. I ain't gone. Y'all that killed me. I am here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But then it was a real moment. You know how it got to that and I was giggling and kicking my feet. Then it got to the part of the connection with Nia and Six. And I was like, oh my God, I get it. When you're a mom, you're a mom. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
no. I don't want to replace you and your kids. Like, I hope you get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? And we can I can be their bonus mom. You know, it was just, I loved it. You just did such a good job. Like, I was so
Yeah.
satisfied.
Over well, because I know people did not like Nia.
Oh, I did
But
not.
every villain kind of has their like complexities. So I'm like, I'm gonna break it apart. Like, you know, but also Six is just not this hard body person. Like, you know, she's
Yeah.
really not. So even in Nia created all that issue with her and Six. It wasn't really Six. And then Six is older than her too. You know,
Yep.
Yeah.
you gotta remember that Nia's Montana's age. You
Age. Yep.
know,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
Montana and Six are like 7 years apart. So yeah, she's not gonna be on the same type time as
As
you are.
you're right.
You know? So I think that was good. And I think a lot of things like with Six in this book in all hours, I think a lot of Black women, I think depression shows up differently on us. Some of us are not, it doesn't look like us bedrotten. It looks like us sometimes being overproductive, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why that house looked like that, you know?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You know, and that's
Yeah.
why that schedule looked like that. It's trying to control things, the things that you can control, you overly control, you know? And I think she had a little bit of PTSD from that nanny situation too, because he kind of did set her up with like a staff before he
And
left, and
she
she
said he
fired
didn't want him.
everybody.
Yep. She didn't want
You
him.
know,
Yeah.
I had no idea what Armand was going to do. You know, I just was like, why not? You know, I've been writing short stories for years, but I just never shared it with anybody, you know? So when I started to share these things, and then I said, oh, I can make this a book. Like, and I'm like, girl, look up. You done read, I have read some crazy books on Kindle Unlimited. Okay. I've read
Yes.
some crazy books. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll be one of those crazy books for somebody to read, you know? So when I was just surprised, and then I started to kind of create my little character trailers, I guess that's what you could call them, and that gained traction and stuff. So I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy, and I'm really proud of myself. I am.
You
Yeah, you
should
should be.
be.
It was a great
Absolutely.
debut. Like, it was wonderful. How did you come up with the characters for the book?
Whatever. So Six was like easy. Um there's a lot of Montanans in Philadelphia. Lord. 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 Lots of Montanans.
Mm.
So, that was the easy. Now, Cash, that was all I came up with was Cash. I never knew what Cash was short for. Like, you know, it was just
Yeah.
Cash. And I was talking to my friend one day, and she was like, well, what's his whole name? And I was like, well, what is Cash short for? And it was like all these different names, and I just chose Cassius, you know? And Jackie just was like the easiest name.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like everybody got a homegirl named Jackie. You know,
Yeah.
like everybody got a and then I was like Jackie Brown. Like, you just so you know what
Yeah.
Right.
time she on.
Yeah.
You know, so Madison, my niece's name is Madison, actually. So hopefully she'll never read that book.
I know.
Madison, Lord Jesus. Like, that was just a name. I thought that was like a powerful name. Like, you know, like, you know, wasn't real connections to it, but like Six, yeah. I love that name.
I like 6, and I
And
love the
then
Yeah.
baby
just
name was 7.
but
Yeah.
it's a lot, but it's enough.
Yeah, it is
It's
enough.
enough.
Like I said, we loved it. So
We did.
you, yeah, you definitely did your thing, for sure. So at what point did you realize that you were gonna have to make this another book? Like, there's gonna have to be a part two to this.
So you know what's so crazy? When I wrote the sneak peek, it's because I was like, the girls on TikTok was on my ass about the book, right? Because initially when I pulled the book back, I said I'm coming back in 2 weeks. You know, as Don't listen to me when it comes to with dates. I said so I released the book June 13th, but the book was only live for like 5 hours. So all those threads on Facebook where like people were like looking for the book. So I finally had to say something. I'm like, I have to put a little polish on the story, you know, and I'll be back in about 2 weeks with a better story. Like, you guys deserve a better version of this,
Mhm.
And it took a little longer than 2 weeks. It took about a month. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna throw a little sneak peek in there. There was not gonna be a book two. I didn't think people would be that invested into the sneak peek. I just was like, well, everybody kept when the second time around when I was getting the feedback, everybody kept talking about Jackie and Cash, Jackie and Cash, Jackie and Cash. And I'm like, I didn't even write that much about them. So I'm like, maybe I'll give them a little something, something at the end of the story to just kind of, as a treat.
Mhm.
Lord, Lord, created its own world,
Yeah,
created
Mhm.
its own world.
yeah.
Yeah, because we
And
need to hear that story.
We
We
did.
need
We
it.
do. Definitely. I was like, oh my God, I love them. I love
Yeah,
his.
we need background from Jackie.
We did. And then the things that Jackie was doing, it's like, oh, you think she's very well put together, but she's stealing from you rappers or, the whole thing. I was like, holy shit, Jackie, you're going to get all our ass blown off. What are you doing? You know? Like, these dudes got Uzis and everything. We already at the studio in the hood, in the middle of, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you doing, girl? And it's like, oh, she's just thrill seeking. Okay, no, Jackie needs the coins too. But still, Jesus. And then I put it together. Oh, that's why she real good on know how stuff get pawned and how much it costs. And
Mhm.
yeah, she got a whole, thing going
Singing
on over
business.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do like how Cash is able to shut her down. That all that strong talking back and, with him it's more like
Mm-mm.
he can get her to
Cut it.
like be quiet and sit down and like be like, okay, I'm gonna let you do your thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's gonna take that, for a strong leader for my girl. Mhm.
Yeah.
I think, like, in in Philly, when she would call Jackie, right? Somebody that, like, may go into the stores and take things without
Mhm.
paying for them, and
Yeah.
the things. I look at her as like a hood chick. Like, you know her. Everybody knows somebody like that, but she's
Mhm.
multifaceted. She's not just
Mhm.
that. She has the audacity to be talented,
Yeah.
and other things, and
Yeah.
just has lived a lot of life, and also has had the unfortunate realities of being a product of her environment
Mhm.
very early in urban environment come to a lot, so you
Mhm.
might look at her and think you have her figured out, but she's so much more, you know? And people like that don't always look like what they've been through.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's true.
That's why
I
it's like
agree.
taking me so long to construct this story, because I'm trying to do Jackie Brown right. I'm trying to do her. I'm trying to do her right. But also just trying to kind of, if I'm fortunate enough to be on here again after All In,
Oh, you will be.
You coming back? Are you coming back?
if I'm get a chance to talk about All In, and y'all want to like drag me by my braids, like, I might have on a wig next time, you know. I think that I'm gonna have some explaining to do next time around. So
Oh
I'm
my
not gonna say
Okay.
goodness.
too much. I
Listen
said this to my
now.
best friend. I said this to my best friend before I got in here. She said, "Don't tell the story now. Do I need to be?"
Yes, no spoilers
She
because
said,
I
"Don't
want to
tell the story when
right.
you get on there with them girls, okay? I know how you
Oh
go. You run your mouth." I said, "I know. I'm a
no.
yapper." In this too, I try not to look at the reviews. I try, but I'm human. So sometimes if I need a little like straightening, I go on to Goodreads, right?
Mhm.
And Goodreads is like the Wild Wild West sometimes, child. You will read some stuff, and then you will read some shit that'll be like, well, am I a piece of shit? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you'll read some crazy stuff. And I was on Goodreads, and I saw this review, and they was like, I love the book, but like the ending kind of felt rushed. And I'm like, I understand that. I think if I could go back, I would make the ending differently. Um, I think I didn't understand that, and I should have understood it because like I said, I was in the book world too. I kept feeling like the story was too long when I was writing it. I said, damn,
Really?
300 pages. But the girls love like we all read Demon's Dream, I
I
think.
was just about to
Yeah.
tell you, girl.
Like,
I
you
done
know,
hit up a
but I
good
was
550, 600 page book.
like I was like that had become a problem towards the end of the book because I felt like I was writing a lot. I'm like, is this too much? Is this too much? And I'm gonna put a sneak peek at the end. So I think that's probably like my only regret with the story is that I wish I would have took a little bit more time with the ending
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
or whatever.
Right.
Like
I feel like it was done well. You gave us
Yeah, it
enough.
was.
When books are that long, the dialogue and all that is
gets lost.
necessary.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That it was necessary. And then when you drop in breadcrumbs to make us want to keep going, I am no longer concerned with the page number, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in it to win it, baby. I ain't going nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
until this is over with.
So like it was a lot different because I went in it with different eyes. Like,
Mhm.
I went in with like a little bit more wisdom. And I feel like even with like I have a little bit more insight in what I'm doing this time. So it's just I'm excited. I'm excited. I
Yes, we
think people are
cannot
ready to
wait.
eat.
We cannot wait at all. All right,
Yes.
y'all ready to play the game? Y'all ready to
Yes,
play the
let's play
game?
the game.
Okay. So this is called spill the tea or pass rapid fire. Okay. So you just gonna answer the question whether you're gonna spill the tea or you're gonna pass. You can say pass. No pressure. Okay, the first one is which character would you date in real life?
Dr. Nigel.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. All right. Which scene was the hardest to write emotionally?
Does it matter what book? Well,
Mm-mm.
I'm not gonna tell y'all all. um there were a lot of scenes all in and I had to close my laptop on. But in all mine, I think the scene when she goes to that interview. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
see that. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Have you ever rewritten an ending because readers will try to fight you?
I feel like yes, I feel like the girls wanna fight. Like,
They
and
do. They want to
I
touch
feel
us.
Listen.
like I think they wanna read it, even though I just love reading. I love the comments. Like, I love getting like, I know some of the authors don't like it, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not one of them. I get the comments. Like, and I
Mm-hmm.
always have like a playful banter and just like, y'all can drag me in the comments. Y'all can put, let me put my Vaseline on before I go in the comments. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
let me take my earrings off. Like,
Yeah.
like we can have a conversation. Like, because if I put this story out, I have to kind of, I get questions and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um, but no, well, I haven't, I don't have a lot of experience, but I think this book, a lot of people are tied to a specific ending,
Which trope do you secretly love writing the most?
including all mine. Not all mine, but how do I say this? So I have two books. One is going to be like, and I think the two books I want to release this year, one will be a novella, and the other one will just be like I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the third book coming out this year. I'm trying not to say too much,
Okay.
Okay.
but I'm like I'm I'm liking. I keep writing love triangles. I can't. I don't know how it keeps happening.
You love it.
And then what happens is you write both of them in a specific way, and it's just like, Lord, why she can't have both? But I don't necessarily like why chooses that much,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, because that was another thing that kept floating around in my comments, like about Jackie, like why she can't have a why chooses. It's like that is in the environment in which this book takes place, that's not real. Like,
that
like
ain't gonna work. That's not
even
gonna
in that
work.
hood world, like
Yeah.
it's not, they don't share. So
Mhm.
um so I'm writing another book, and it's shaping up to be a bit of a triangle too.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. So
So
you
Well, we look
love
yeah.
forward
love
to that too.
triangles. We do,
Yeah.
honey.
Mhm. Well, we thank you for sharing your work with us, and taking that leap of faith to put a book out. I know I couldn't
I'm so glad
imagine.
you
I mean,
did.
I'm not a writer, you know what I'm saying? So I
Mm-mm.
couldn't imagine what you guys go through. But trust and believe
We
that we love it, and obviously
we
all the
appreciate it.
girls love it. Yeah. And that's why
Yes.
they're pressing, for this next one to come out. But we can't wait for it to come out. We can't wait for you to come back on once it does come out so we can talk about it, and we can drag you by your braids, knock your
Yes,
glasses on the
honey.
floor.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Be ready to tussle when you get back. Okay.
Ready. Child, let me get Jackie and Cash right. Cause I'm
Yes,
not go ahead and
please.
get these prescriptions.
You know what? It's
Mhm.
it's
He
already
say,
given, baby. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I know I'm
Yeah.
gonna be up late at night, and my husband gonna be shaking my candle top, telling me to turn that bitch off in the
Mhm.
middle of the night.
Kindle, so get a case for it. Get a case.
Yes.
Get a case.
You're giving
No,
us
but
a
I think you
warning.
guys should.
Yeah, yeah. Oh Lord.
I thank you so much for sharing your platform with me, and just liking my book enough to even want to talk about it. Is
Yes.
you don't know what it means. Like, like what it means to this time last year I was writing this book in this very spot I'm sitting in right now.
Yeah.
And just thinking if like only a couple people like I was just thinking my friends was gonna read it. So now
Mhm.
I have, you know, I'm
A
talking
whole community.
to women, and I got a
Yes.
community now,
Yes, you
Yeah.
do.
and they ain't even just in Philly. I'm in St. Louis with it. I'm in
Yes.
Atlanta with
Yes.
it.
Hey.
So it's beautiful, and I'm just so grateful. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
Yes,
You're
you
you're
so much
absolutely
for sharing.
welcome.
welcome.
Thank you so
Thank
much for sharing
you.
your.
Absolutely. We love to, put the word out there, share all the new authors, all the new books that come out, and
We
support
do.
our Black indie authors. We
Absolutely.
love y'all down. We appreciate your work. We know that, you have a regular life, you have other things going on, and to sit down and
Mm-hmm.
take the time to write a book and put it out and do all the things that you have to do to get that book out there does not go unnoticed. So we
No.
just thank you for coming on, speaking with us, and, giving us a little insight on what we can expect, giving us a little insight on what we've already read, and a little insight about you. So thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for coming out.
Yes, we will see you.
Bit, a little bit. And
Uh,
when you hit me, I said, okay, let me get it together in here. Let me get it together. And I remember I said, oh, because you know what I was saying to myself, I'm like, I'm about to take a social media break. And right before
I'm so glad you didn't take it.
I saw your DM, I said, because I was talking to my friend, and she was telling me about this dopamine detox she on. She ain't on social media, nothing. I'm gonna do the same thing. And
mhm.
something said, go to Instagram. I went to Instagram and I saw Aquarius message, and I said, Lord, they ain't
And
nobody got
nobody but God.
and I
No better
remember
but
that
God
I
came
remembered
through.
it right away. I'm like, and because I was like, I'm gonna be off that night, so it all worked out. It
It
all worked
did. It
out.
Okay.
It
did.
all worked out.
This is a
It all
wonderful
worked out.
interview.
Yes, I
So
Thank you,
loved
guys.
it.
yes. So we will see you sometime soon, girl. Get your boots on. Be ready.
Get
And
ready.
we can't wait to read it and anything else you got coming out. Because at this point, you are the Autobot author of our dreams. So
You are.
let's get it.
Let's get it. We in there.
Don't do
Yeah.
that, girl. That make me take
Yeah.
a last vote.
No, really though, you should be proud of yourself for real. Like this was a really great book. Both books were great, and we can't wait for the
Hmm.
next one, girl. So We will see you soon. Okay, so we need to talk about what we read this week. I've
You can go
only read
first,
two
friend. What you read?
books. I finished Problematic finally. Woo, baby. That was stressful.
Yay, friend! You with us. Welcome.
Yes, my first Lady Nisha book down in the books. Oh my God.
Ooh,
So
baby.
excited about that. So yeah, I finished that. I also read Glock, a Hood Love Story by Janika, I think her name Janika Johnson. Oh baby, that was good. I seen somebody talking about it on TikTok, and I was like, the cover alone had sold me. I'm like, you know what? Let me go on and see what this about. Because Glock was fine, and he looked like a nice, good thug nigga
Oh,
that's gonna shoot up some stuff
oh,
and fuck somebody up. So, and
I
that's
love
exactly
that.
what happened. Okay, so it was a really good
Mhm.
story. So I read that urban romance, urban fiction book, and then currently I'm reading Respectfully Kennedy by Antoinette Sherrill.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
That's enough. That's enough, friend. That's enough. You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank
Okay,
you, thank you.
I have to tell you that, friend, because your person over here. It's not. It's just, yeah, and I'm very surprised and shocked myself, by
Yeah.
this. It's just beginning this year. I don't know. So I also read Respectfully Kennedy. I ran through it. I ate it up. It did what it needed to do. And then of course I read All of Ours for today, and it was so good. Didn't take me long. It was like a 2-hour read.
Mm-hmm.
I got in, got out of it. It was great.
Yeah.
I am still reading Wolf and Chosen. It is really good. It is. It is just taking me so long to get through the
Yeah.
book. I don't know why, but it's good. It's very interesting. Their story is very interesting. I love it. The girls raved about it. It's getting what it needs to be. But it's me. It's me. I
You're
don't
the
know.
problem.
I'm the problem. I don't know. I don't wanna own a slump, but something's happening.
Yeah.
Or better yet, enough is not happening where I'm reading. You
Mm.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could go either way, Fred. It could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try to get myself out of it by because maybe I've been so heavily in urban romance that maybe I need to step away from it and then come back to it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I saw a book called Viciously Something, and it's a thriller. And
Okay.
it's written by a black lady. So I said, let me check
Mm-hmm.
it out. I think I'm gonna read that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me know how that is, because we love us a good thriller.
Oh yes, babe, I
Um,
do.
yeah. So yeah, that will hopefully get you, what I'm saying, back on track and get you back over to the hood where we
Yeah.
belong.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, how you know I love the hood. I'm having a good time. Oh, I didn't say Prada, the Prada plan. I am listening to that.
okay.
And it's Ashley Antoinette. I mean,
Yeah.
she just dragging me around. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, girl, and I love it. But it's not hard for me to get through an audiobook because I'm
Yeah.
always moving around and doing stuff. So and it's
Yeah.
really good. And it's very sad. And nobody's
Mm-hmm.
happy. And it's a lot of tragedy, you
Oh
know.
my gosh. Yeah. Well, that's what you get with the Ashley
Yeah,
Antoinette
oh,
book.
absolutely.
It's always going to be
Absolutely.
tragedy involved.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can't nobody be happy. Mm-mm,
Nobody. Mm-mm.
mm-mm.
So, yeah, I do want to this year. Although I love the hood, and I'm gonna still be there. But I do want to get back more into my thrillers. I even have a few little historical fiction books on my shelf that I want to read. Because I do also like
Yeah.
historical fiction too. So I
So
want to
I
expand my horizons a little bit.
Okay. So I enjoy historical fiction and time period pieces on television. Now I'm obsessed with shit like that. But you
Mhm.
wouldn't even think I would because I love being a me, shoot 'em up, bang bang. My husband was
Yeah.
like, do you want to tell anybody you love like Pride and Prejudice and shit like that? He was like, that you have me over here watching that don't got no black people and no
Yeah.
shooting. You know what I'm saying? Of the Gilded Age. Which
Mhm.
I love old money, new money. Let's fight it out,
Yeah.
bitch. Old bitches with money that want to talk cash money shit and not put you into
Mhm.
society. Oh, I'm in for that type shit. Oh, I be at tea time with their ass with my rum and coke like this. See to my husband, both of us. He was like, "No, this a good ass show." I know it is. I ain't a player.
I
You
know
know what I'm
people were saying it was good.
saying, baby? When I tell you, Gilded Age is up there. Like if my husband watches it, you know that it's good. Like for
Mhm.
him to sit through it is another thing that reminds me of playing chess, not checkers. It's kind of like a whole
Yeah.
game of who can rise to the top of society. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But all of them got money, but they don't respect the old money, like the Johnson and Johnson,
Yeah, yeah.
people like that. You know what I'm saying? The people that got old money do not like the motherfuckers that came up real quick. You know what I'm saying? They got it
Mhm.
out the mud and got the same
Yeah.
amount of money they get. Baby, they think you're the scum.
Yeah.
It's like house. And then I'm looking at the new money, like, bitch, they house bigger than your old ass house.
Mhm.
Okay. And they got more employees that live in
Right.
the downstairs at their house. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't know why I'm so infatuated with stuff like that. I really am. Could I sit down and read it in a book? Probably not. Probably not. I don't know if I haven't tried it. So let me not say that. Because my
Yeah.
son was like, Mom, you should try to sit down and read it. I love shows like Game of Thrones. Like I love a good, and that's got fantasy in it. They got flying
Yeah.
dragons. And I'll be like, yes,
Right.
let's get on this. But I tried to read it. I don't know, friend. Maybe I will step out on faith and maybe find some Black girls on TikTok that might recommend historical fiction books that I could try.
Yeah.
I'm in the year
Mhm.
of trying this year with you, so I'm coming out there.
Yeah. I mean, what book was that I read? Harlem Rhapsody.
Okay.
That's by Victoria Christopher Murray. Um, it is historical fiction, and it's about
Okay.
she works at a newspaper. Um, she works for the newspaper, and basically we're watching her like break barriers for the newspaper for Black people. And
Okay.
she has this boss who she's having an affair with. So there's drama. There's a little romance in it. There's drama. So when we have historical fictions like that, where it's like you still get that drama, you kind of get a history lesson. There's things happening. It's just
Yeah.
not boring and bland. I can
Okay.
handle that because it's got some other aspects to it.
Right.
And that book definitely did. It was a long book. I cannot lie. I listened to it on audio. But it was a very good book, very educational, but at the same time, like I said, it had that drama that you would want to look for. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh,
Okay.
like this what y'all was doing back then in them days. You know what I'm
I
saying? Like,
love it.
yeah. So, those type of books I can definitely get with. So this year we're just gonna like, what's the one book I want to read? Zeal. I can't think of who the author is, but I hear all the historical fictions girls talk about it, and they say how it's really good. So I definitely want to check that out. Take My Hand. I've had that on my shelf for a long time, and
Take my
that's
hand.
about um, what is it? They were trying to what was it? Something with the girls. They had girls that they were, I don't know if they were taking their babies or trying to do something to keep them from having them, or it's something, but that
Mm.
sounds really good. And everybody says it's really good. So,
Okay.
um, stuff like that just keeps me interested and also, and a lot of these historical fictions come from, I mean, there are some, of course, that are just made up, but a lot of them have history in them. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, I'm
I'm
just
ready. I'm stepping out on faith. I'm doing
yeah.
something different. I want to expand my horizons. I don't
Mhm.
want to be just with one thing. Oh yeah, okay, I get it. I am your urban romance
Mhm.
expert. Okay, I am. I'm gonna have to give it to. I am. I love the genre. I never walk away from it. I absolutely love it. I'm here for it. Here to stay. But for me and for my growth in reading, I want to see where
Yeah.
else my love for reading and passion can take me
Mhm.
in different worlds. Because I do enjoy some good things.
Yeah.
So let's
Yeah.
explore those in books. Yes.
Yeah. Be real rounded. I definitely want to get into the Blake Crouch series, the Wayward Pine series too.
I
Everybody
definitely heard
talks
about
about
that.
that. Yeah.
Yes,
And that's like
yes, I
a
do.
dystopian type thriller.
Mhm, mhm.
I've never read a dystopian
Me
thriller.
neither.
But they say it's 10 stars. Like, I haven't heard anybody say anything bad
So
about that
that's
book
gonna be
or the
my
series.
thing. Imma sprinkle them in between, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So,
Just to
yeah,
break it up, yeah. And I think it'll just keep us well rounded
I do too.
You know, because I got plenty of them on my shelf. I just haven't read them yet. So
I'm looking at some myself, and I don't know what to tell you, girl. Oh, it's one guy that I think you went to see him in real life.
S.A.
And I
Cosby.
got yes, and I have several of his
Oh
books,
yeah,
and I
baby, you
haven't
need to get
started.
into S.A., honey.
Well, which
Matter of
one do I
fact, go ahead
start
and start
with?
there.
Oh,
Start
that's what
with
I'm gonna start with,
Razor
friend.
Blade
Which one though?
Tears.
I got 3. Okay.
Go ahead and start with Razor Blade Tears first. Which ones do you
Okay.
have?
Razor Blade. Oh, girl, I even got I don't know who this is by. Reformatory is I'm
Oh
looking
yeah, I
at.
got that one. Yeah, we should read that.
We should
I
read
got
that
that one. They say that's really
together,
good
friend.
too. Yeah,
I know. Well, I
it's a
bought
thickie.
these, girl.
It's a
I'm looking
thickie.
at it. It's pretty thick on the bookshelf.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
baby, it's good.
Absolutely.
Okay, but they say it's fire. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you let me know when you're ready for that one, honey.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna start. I guess that will be my next one. Besides the one that what's next week? Who's next week?
Couture Beat's gonna be on next week, so we are reading her YA
Rumor
book.
has it.
Rumor
We're
has
reading
it.
Rumor Has It.
That's new for
So many
us
people. That is,
because we don't read a lot of
we
YA.
don't need a lot of rides, but so many people have been like, even on Goodreads, when I saved it as I want to read, like I got so many likes and people were like, "Oh my God, you're gonna love it," and I'm just like, "Oh, you really think I'm gonna love it?" And I'm really excited to read it because I
Mhm.
love Kasorbi, but I'm in the slums with her, but I'm selfish. Those are but I want to see what it is like. I love drama. I love
Yeah.
you got drama, bring it on. I want what y'all whispering about? What's going on in
Mhm.
high school? Who's
Right.
who's boyfriend? It's still gonna probably give us Couture B. I'm sure
Yeah.
she's sprinkled in there. So I know we're gonna love it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about our next read though, friend.
Yeah.
So that's when I come back. I hope I say that I've read Rumor Has It and I Raise a Blade of Tears.
Okay.
And those are my 2 that I am going to say for sure I'm reading next
Okay.
week.
All right. We're gonna have once I finish Relic, I think I'm gonna go ahead and hop into Zeal.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna read it on my Kindle. I got the physical book, so I'm gonna actually read the physical book.
You gonna read
Don't
the
put too
physical
much
book,
on it now. Don't
friend?
put too much on it. I'm gonna
I'm
try.
so proud of you. I'm so proud of you right now.
Cause I was looking at
I gotta
myself
do
today
better.
and I was like, you know what, Monique, you got these physical books. Go ahead.
I'm
If I
so
could
proud of you.
one physical book a month at least,
I'm
bare
doing it with
minimum.
you. I'm doing it with you.
I'm a
One
Kindle
physical
girly.
book.
So
We
one
are.
physical book,
Okay.
we got to.
One physical
Like,
book.
I feel like this right now, because we're in this perfect season, the cozy weather season. This is the time that I need to be curled up with that actual physical book. So
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
that is the goal. At least one. And there may be more. Who knows? There may not be, but at least one physical.
I'm with you. And I think my one book is going to be A Snowflake Catches Her Snow King by A.E. Valdez. Have you
Okay.
read any A.E.
I have
Valdez
not.
books?
I started the first book in the series on audio, but I did not complete it for whatever reason. I don't know why. So I really need to get her catalog. I
Okay.
really do.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I did go through them and those were my first books that I had read from her. But don't nothing beat A Worthy Love when you get to his book. Oh my God. Pray I want you to experience A Worthy Love.
Okay.
Now I do have a friend that I bought the book for and I just gave it to her and she hadn't read the other books and she didn't think she was missing anything. She was like, nope, I didn't. That they popped up in there, but they weren't relevant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like your Capone book, when we do that
Yeah.
and all of
Each
those are
person, right?
intertwined and each person's
Mm-hmm.
life is connected and
Right.
it's not that, friend. So if you wanted to skip, I'm just saying, and go on to a Worthy Love so that you
Okay.
can meet my man Asher. Asher is everything. Everything.
Okay.
He held down the number 1 spot in my book bay life as my book husband for 2 years,
Wow.
But
Wow.
I'm sorry. Quamir knocked him out of that spot.
Mm.
Hopefully I
It
get a
is
new
what it
one this year.
is.
It
Yeah,
is what
it
it
is
is,
what it
friend.
is. So hey,
Yeah.
sometimes you'll be on top, sometimes you'll be at the
I know.
bottom.
Friend, don't make me. I think I might have to go and send you the book, friend, because I just want you
Uh,
to experience that love. I feel like
yeah,
you
I hear
deserve it.
people talk about it
Everybody
all the
does.
time. Yeah,
Everybody deserves it. He comes up in my videos all the time because that's my me.
I hear a lot of people talking about that book. So I knew it must be good because everybody was talking about it. Like,
Right. It's so
yeah,
good.
I'm getting
So
into it.
good.
Yeah.
I got you, friend.
Okay. So we got our new releases, which we had quite a bit that came out.
Hmm.
We got Dr. Bell by M. Monique is out on audio.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Get
Good
into it.
Dr.
If you have
Bell.
not read Dr. Bell, it's on audio. Honey, I would definitely get
Oh,
into it. Dr.
yes,
Bell, Dr.
salivating.
Bell.
He can have
Mm.
me, and he can ring
Yeah.
my bell.
Okay.
Hey,
Hello.
hey.
Oh God. Next, Makings of a Menace by Penny Blackwright. It's out. That came
Mm.
out on January the 8th. Okay. I want to get into this series too. And I don't even be
Okay.
doing series like that, but the 2 a.m. series.
Haven't
So
heard of.
LB Gaines, she came out with hers. Hers is called 109. So basically each author, I think it may be like 4 different authors in the
Okay.
series. And their book is titled A Time, obviously.
Okay.
So this one is 109. And I heard this series was really good too. So I definitely want to check that out. That came out on the 9th. Then A. Lewis had a book that came out today on her birthday. So happy birthday, A. Lewis.
Happy birthday!
Yes. It's called Shit Damn Motherfucker. So I said, all right then, Miss Ma'am. Shit
I
damn
love
mother.
it. I love it, baby. The title that got me.
Yeah, that's all I need to know.
That's
So
all I needed to know in that order.
in
Okay.
that order, period. And then the last one I have is Janae Sanders' Second Time Around by Laquette, I think is how you say her name. This is book 2 in the
Okay.
Savvy, Sexy, and Single Club series. So this is a very popular author going around. I haven't read book 1. I haven't read anything by Laquette, but I hear a lot of people talk about it. So I think the first one was Somebody's Got a Man or something like that. I can't remember the name, but it's whatever the name is, Somebody's Got a Man, I think is what it's called,
Okay.
the first book. But yeah. So those are the new releases for the week. Also, now this came out at the end of December, but Bella J's 1201
Yeah.
released on audio.
Oh, girl, and I would love to hear somebody act that out. That was one
Mm-hmm.
of my favorite books.
Yes. I said I was
I
gonna check that
would.
out because
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that book.
I really
Um,
enjoyed that book, honey. Yeah, I
yeah.
want to hear that opening scene when she crashed the wedding. Yes,
Yeah.
baby.
Mm-hmm.
Knocking shit
We
over
need
with a
that.
baseball bat. Baby, count
Okay.
me in. I will listen to that in my ear doing any damn
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
If you haven't checked it out, check that out, people, because
Mm-hmm.
that's a good book.
That is a good book. Absolutely. You definitely need to read it, whether you read it on your Kindle or listen
Right,
to it or
right,
do both, but
right. It
you
is
need to get it
very well
down.
worth it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very well worth it. I loved
Yeah.
it.
So I was excited to see. So I said I'm definitely gonna listen to it because yeah, like you said, that opening scene, I needs to hear it. I
That
need
opening
to hear that
scene got
action.
that authors pay attention. Those opening scenes, you either get me in there or you don't, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's definitely a way to get somebody in.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
definitely a way to get us in. And then
Mm-hmm.
she got us in. I was locked in.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who Webbing was going to when she first arrived. I just knew I was in it. Yes,
Yeah.
let's go. You weren't invited. You weren't on the list. The fuck,
Right.
pull up.
So we was
Pull
at the
up.
table,
We at
standing
the
on the
table. I'm
dance
like
floor.
watching her destroy the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, girl, I
Ooh.
loved it. I loved it. And when that brother
Yes.
came, it was like, come on, let me get you up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because you going to jail.
Mhm.
You getting arrested. I love a
Yeah.
book where people go to jail.
Yeah.
Walking down 7-Eleven. What time of side she getting day today? Is it a federal charge or not? You know what I mean? Like, what are we
Right.
doing? What are we doing? Yeah, that was a
Exactly.
good book. That was
Yeah,
a
it
good book.
was. So
Highly
definitely
recommend
check
it.
that out. Absolutely. So yeah, that is all we have for you guys. We hope you enjoyed the interview with Carolyn Kay. We hope you enjoyed the new releases and what we've read. She said the book is coming soon, y'all. All in. So
Yes.
be on the lookout for that, and we will bring her back afterwards once it's released
Yes,
and
we
read,
will.
so we can have a good time and conversation about that. And yeah, we next week, like I said, we have Katura B on the line. We will be talking to Miss Katura B about all things selfish, slums, rumor has it, whatever we want to talk about. Cause baby,
A
Listen,
time.
a time
A
is gonna be
time.
had, okay? So y'all get prepared. If you have not read a Katori book, you need to. Okay, so you can be a
Ye
part of the conversation and
absolutely.
know what the hell is going on. Cause listen, it's a lot. Okay. It's a lot, but it's a damn
Yes.
good time. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah. So any final thoughts, friend? Anything you want to say?
I think this was a wonderful episode.
It
I love
was.
when we have our special guests, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I want y'all to go get Rumor Has It and read it so we can
Yeah.
talk about it on the next episode. And you can be with us
Yes.
and you can comment.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, we out of here. We will talk to y'all later. Bye.
All right. Bye.